Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Cory. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today for another Clash of Clans video. Today, I've got a filthy, dirty hog trick to show you guys. Raphael, on his Archer account, just pulled this off this morning. I actually caught the attack live, which is why it really intrigued me. So he's going to queen charge into this top part right here and take out that queen and king. Standard stuff for queen charge hogs. But that stone slammer is actually going to come in on the backside. It's going to come in right on this archer tower right in here. And the real star of this show, the real trick, is going to be what he has inside that stone slammer. I can guarantee 95% of you guys are going to definitely guess wrong on what he has in this slammer, but it's very key and it's very tricky. So tell me down in the comments below, before you see the replay, what do you guys think is in this stone slammer that's going to allow him to swag a heal on this raid and really crush this base hard? I guarantee most of you are going to get it wrong, but let's get into it right now.
Nerf this!
I've also got two other great hog attacks to show you guys, so we're going to get into that now and kind of stick with that hog theme. But I'm saving that dirty, filthy trick, sneaky trick for the end. I'm really interested to see how many of you guys are going to get it right. I bet a couple will, but not very many. Look at this, we got a bowler bounce coming in. Looks like Silverstone is going to come in with just a go boho. I believe there's bowlers inside this wall wrecker, and because of that, Silverstone's going to be using one of those 4 heals as a part of that kill squad. Because if you don't support bowlers with the heal inside that wall wrecker, they die way too fast to really get any value. But if you can heal and rage them, a lot of times you'll get enough value out of those bowler bounces to make it worth it. So, those golems and wizards just really cutting in a funnel. I like how Silverstone's coming in from a side of the base where he's coming in on that multi-target inferno. Of course, the location of that town hall really helps that happen. But from this location, Silverstone's going to be able to get the enemy CC, both the king and the queen, killed, and that is, you know, very necessary for a hog attack. And due to these raged healed bowlers inside this clan castle, also going to be able to take out a ton of defenses, leaving a nice thin path left for these 24 hogs and 3 heals that are left in this army composition. So there we go. Did some work on that base. Those bowlers were a nice touch in there. Now, worth mentioning, bowlers are not always a good wall wrecker option. In fact, honestly, I don't even put them in my wall wrecker, maybe almost never, just because they're so weak. I never know when they're going to die to the enemy CC. But there's a lot of folks like Silverstone that pull this off beautifully, as we're going to show right here, and really get the value. So if you see value in there where you're going to be able to get some good bowler bounces, then bowlers might be a good option. If it's a more spread out base where maybe you're not really going to get any bowler bounces from the core, then you might just want to think about Valks or something along those lines. So very nicely done. Coming to that last heal right there. And that's going to cover the edge of all the remaining defenses except for the Tesla and the mortar. And that's really important thing to notice on hog attacks. You don't want to heal the defenses. You don't have to heal the defenses. You don't have to cover the defenses. You just have to cover where your hogs are going to be standing when they're targeting that defense. So if you're covering the closest corner of that defense where your hogs are going to be standing, then you're good. Don't have to cover the defenses, just have to cover where the hogs are going to be standing. And this base is wrecked. Beautiful go boho from Silverstone on this one. Whoa, hold on. Hey, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, now's a perfect time to smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and if you like this video, throw a thumbs up on it. Speaking of this video, let's get back to it right now. Guys, I'm really interested to see how many of you guys get the troop right inside that stone slammer. I really am. I know there'll probably be a couple, and there'll probably be a couple cheaters too that watch the whole thing and then comment, but don't cheat, guys. Put it down right now in the comments. What is your guess for what's in that stone slammer? I want to see how many of you guys get it right. It's pretty crazy. Like I said, I got to watch it live. It was beautiful. So here we got another queen charge hog attack. This one's a little bit different. Going to be using that wall wrecker, I believe, to break into the base, which a lot of times is a good idea. But you know, if you see a spot where wall breakers will get your value just fine, then that backside stone slammer, or you know, less frequently now, backside wall wrecker can get you some really great tanking value. And well, especially in the case of the stone slammer, that thing can solo several defenses before it deposits its CC troops out when it finally dies. So backside stone slammer can be very powerful. But, you know, using it as part of the entry, very powerful as well. You're not having to bring any wall breakers. You don't have to worry about missing your wall break. With the wall wrecker, it's gonna break those walls until it dies. So very, very powerful on queen charges, either way that you decide to use it. So from this area here, we're going to have access to the enemy CC, going to have access to the enemy queen, and I'm guessing Punk was definitely hoping to get access to the enemy king, and his queen does get access to the king a little bit later in the raid. You'll see he's going to start his hogs on the side opposite of the king, as far away from the king as possible, hoping that by the time his hogs get around the other side, the queen or his, you know, CC P.E.K.K.A. has already killed that enemy king, and at the very least, if that king doesn't go down, at least the hogs can end the attack on him instead of having him chase them all the way around the base if he would have started hogs from this side. So here we go. Hogs are going to come in right up here on this cannon in just a moment. Pops that queen ability. Usually by the time you got to pop your queen, if you have to pop your queen, you're going to want to start your other troops right away. But a lot of times you don't even want to wait that long. A lot of times it's a good idea to get your hogs started before you have to pop that ability, just to kind of get her reinforced. The hogs can actually tank for her a little bit while she's tanking for them, save her from having to pop that ability so early. So she doesn't have an ability left, so she is going to go down to that enemy king. You can see that battle going on. Oh man, those hogs ran into a bunch of skelly spells, used an early poison. Sometimes you want to wait a little bit longer on the poison just to make sure that you're going to catch all the skelly spells towards the end of the raid. Now his queen didn't quite take down the king, but she did get him down to half health, and just like we talked about, at least the hogs are having to end on him, so he doesn't even get a shot in on the hogs until there's only 2 defenses left, and there's a heal to cover that area. When you couple that with the fact that his queen already got him down to half health, the hogs are just going to be able to turn around and get him finished off. So I mean, like I've told you guys before, I like to get the king on the entry. I always like to get the king on the entry, you know, whether it's a wall wrecker entry or part of the, you know, Sui or with the queen charge. But you know, if you can't get him on the entry and you're dead set on using hogs, at least make sure that your hogs are going to end on him and not encounter him early in the raid. So very beautiful queen charge put down by Punk of WHF2. Very well done, guys. Now we're down to it, the grand finale. I want to see how many of you guys got this right. I'm excited to find out. I probably would have never guessed, guys. I would have never guessed. I would have guessed, I don't know, maybe loons. I don't know. I don't know what I would have guessed, guys, but I would not have guessed what he actually has in there. So he's going to take his time starting this funnel. Maybe a little too much time. A lot of times it's good idea to get your queen charge going as soon as possible on these raids, as soon as you have that funnel established, because, you know, these are time-sensitive raids. It's not going to be an issue at this time. He's going to crush this base really hard, but a lot of times a queen charge hog, queen charge miner, queen charge lalo can be really, really long on time, really close to that 3 minutes. So it's a good idea to get your queen charge started as soon as possible when funneling allows, to really get that attack going and underway. So gonna encounter that enemy BK almost immediately, and he's distracted. He doesn't really lock onto the queen, so Raphael doesn't even have to burn a rage yet to get that king killed. Normally you would have to burn a rage to get that king kill, but got a nice little stroke of luck there. Now pre-rages, because he knows he's coming into contact with that level 40 enemy queen, and if you do not rage your heals ahead of time, she's gonna kill your queen. She's too strong, even under a rage. If you don't get it out in time, you might end up having to pop ability. So beautiful rage there. Queen's down, no problem. Going through the enemy CC right now. Look at that. There we go. Stone Slammer's already coming in on the backside at the same time as those hogs are coming in from the top right. And here we go. Hogs are coming into that first heal. There we go. We got a freaking golem in there, you guys. Let's go down to half speed, because I want to show you just how many defenses are being tanked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenses, all focusing on that max golem. Guys, those hogs aren't even being touched except for by one expo. That's the only thing firing on them right now. That golem is doing so much tanking, he doesn't even have to use a heal for that section. Now he finally uses a heal once all those defenses are almost, you know, down already. Only 4 left. And really, that golem did so much tanking in there, you guys. 6 different defenses. It was tanking those 6 defenses. Otherwise would have been firing on the hogs. Man, could he pulled it off with a different CC? Probably, yeah. You know, it was a very nice hit. But that golem, that was crazy, you guys. It did so much tanking on the backside of that base. Those hogs were not even being touched for a very long time. And as a result, look at that heal that's left in this composition. Not needed. The golem did so much tanking. He got to save that heal for another raid. How many of you guys guessed golem? Come on, honestly, how many of you guys got it right? I have no idea what I would have guessed, but it wouldn't have been a golem. So with that, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. But if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, check out the details below all my videos, and there I have links to all my social media, including my Discord server, which is the easiest, by far, best way to get a hold of me, and more importantly, WHF Family Recruiting Discord server. These attacks were coming out of WHF2 today. WHF is recruiting max 12s, 11s, and 10s, but right now, guys, we're still looking for more max 11s, so if that's you, come on down to the recruiting Discord server, read the README. The links are in the details below every single one of my videos. I hope to see you in there, and I hope to see you in my Discord server, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nerf this!